never say any secrets around your tailor, because they're always listening. Outfit, released in 2022 and is directed by Graham Moore, who is also known as the screenwriter for The Imitation Game. And this movie is starring Mark Rylance, Zoe Deutch, Johnny Flynn, Dylan O'Brien, Nikki AMUKA-BIRD, and Simon Russell Beale. And the reason why we're talking about the outfit today is because it was a PayPal recommendation and donation from one of my longtime subscribers and contributors of this channel. Name the stars. Thank you very much. This was part of your giant bundle that you recently sent me, and just randomly picking on that list, pop this one in. It's available on Amazon Prime, and holy crap, this thing was awesome. It kept me on the edge of my seat. Leonard Burling is an English cutter who is running his own tailor shop in the 1950s in Chicago. But what the public doesn't know is that his little tailor shop is used as a communication hotspot for the Chicago mob. And one day, while the mob is picking up their mail, they notice a strange envelope with a strange symbol on it, meaning that some shit is about to go down. And while Leonard is working late one night, a couple of mobsters break through the door and ask him to help sew up one of their informants because he's been shot in a mob shootout. And the rest of the movie is Leonard sewing him up, fixing him up, but then also start planting seeds of doubt in one of their minds and then the other dude's minds to kind of make them turn on each other, and then a whole bunch of shit goes down. It becomes crazy. This movie is one hell of a psychological thriller. It kept me on the edge of my seat the entire time. I was invested in this entire thing. This movie's freaking fantastic. It felt very much like a stage play. Watching this entire thing, the setting that they're in, it's all really just one setting, and it's this tailor shop that has 3 different sections in it. We have the back room where Leonard is working and he's cutting, and then we have the main kind of showcase room where we have all the fancy furniture, and this is where he takes all the measurements. This is where all the high-end clients go to be fitted for their suits, and then we have the front desk area where the receptionist sits and everyone comes in. This film could easily be adapted into a stage play, and I really want it to be. But of course, all of like the gun firing, it feels like that's always a coin flip when it comes to live production. If you have a little cap gun, always worried if that thing's gonna go off, because if it doesn't, all of a sudden this serious drama becomes a hilarious comedy. But it's very dialogue driven. Again, we're just in this one setting the entire time, and we're just enthralled by the performance of Mark Rylance again. This guy, one of the reasons why I love getting recommendations from you Name the Stars is that usually when you send me a bundle, you get on like an actor kick. So whether it's just one actor in a whole list of movies, here it's Mark Rylance. I remember reviewing that golf movie with Mark Rylance. He was the guy who has that open in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where I'm from. But anyway, Mark Rylance is here again, and he's stupendous. He is terrific of being able to play this character and suck you into the warm, kind of innocent nature that this guy has. He is so professional, he is patient, and he knows all of the nooks and crannies for working on a suit. And I just found the whole suit cutting process, I found that fascinating. Like, I would have just watched an hour-and-a-half movie of him just cutting a suit and making it. But then to see his interaction with his secretary and then the mob people that come in and seeing how they respect him, how he respects them, it all just made for a wonderful story that kept having twists and turns, things that I did see coming, and there were some things in here that I did not see coming. Or maybe they're things that I thought about at first, but then the film went along and I was so enthralled with the dialogue that I totally forgot about the prediction that I made in the first 5 minutes of this film. Mark Rylance is bloody frickin' fantastic. He is awesome here. And usually in films, when I see a character who's always like, I'm gonna get out of here one day, I'm gonna save up enough money and go to Paris and go overseas, and I'm just gonna travel all over, these characters kind of annoy me because they're kind of played out and they're very stereotypical. But I think Zoe Deutch, what she does here, is not as obnoxious, I guess, as a lot of those characters are for me in films. She has ambition, she has dreams, but there's also a dark side to her too, and you think at first that maybe she has nothing to play here, but as the film rolls along, you see that, oh no, she's actually entangled in this plot line more than I thought she was gonna be. And Johnny Flynn and Dylan O'Brien, they play the two young gangsters of the mob who always show up to pick up the mail and they get all suspicious with each other, and that leads to really the whole conflict of this movie, is who's gonna trust who. The mob, we have a rat. Yeah, someone's ratting out information to the coppers. And how Leonard is able to just kind of plant just the smallest little seed of doubt in both of their heads, and he watches it grow over time. It's hilarious and it's awesome, especially in this psychological thriller. I love being seduced by a story, right? If a story is enthralling, if it has great suspense, like you're wining and dining me for a great time that night. This film, it wined and dined me like crazy, and I loved it. There is some unbelievability at some points and certain things that happen to characters. I ask myself, wait, how are you here still, but you're here because we need a big action set piece, I guess, in the end to make it even more suspenseful. I don't think you needed it because this film was already suspenseful enough. If you watch the movie, if you make it to that final act, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, how is it? I just went through this with the Extraction series about how, like, you were shot a lot, and you're coming back for a second one. Okay, it's kind of the same thing here. But that's just a small little nitpick of me sitting here reviewing this film for this channel. In the moment, though, I'm into it, and I'm okay with it, and I'm just going along with it. Mark Rylance is brilliant, the story is great, the performances are great, the tension is fantastic. This is a great little thriller that I think more people need to see. Hopefully more people see this. It's available on Amazon Prime. Check it out, damn it. I'm gonna give The Outfit 4.5 out of 5 Blu-rays.
It's good. It's good.
So guys, if you've seen The Outfit, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this video, then comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button to make sure you hit that bell. See you the next time I'm releasing next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.